Happy Thanksgiving, darlings. It's time to do some hardcore World of Warcraft. I don't have a plan of what I want to do, but I'm going to play this undead priest, who, if I grew out my hair, that's what I'd look like. And we're both wearing roughly the same outfit. You know, feels kind of good. It's the, like, classic... Oh, hold on.
Of the tyrant Lich King. The vast undead armies of the Scourge seek to eradicate all life on Azeroth.
Yeah, I hate life.
Led by the Banshee Sylvanas Windrunner, a group of renegades broke away from the Scourge and freed themselves of the Lich King's domination. Known by some as the Forsaken, this group fights a constant battle, not only to retain its freedom from the Scourge, but also to slaughter those who would hunt them as monsters. With Sylvanas as their Banshee queen, the Forsaken have built a dark stronghold beneath the ruins of Lordaeron's former capital city. This hidden undercity forms a sprawling labyrinth that stretches beneath the haunted woods of the Tirisfal Glades.
I want to go there.
Though the very land is cursed.
Because I live
there.
Zealous
humans of the Scarlet Crusade still cling to their scattered holdings, obsessed with eradicating the undead and retaking their homeland. Convinced that the primitive races of the Horde can help them achieve victory over their enemies, the Forsaken have entered an alliance of convenience. Harboring no true loyalty for their new allies,
let's go in.
They will go to any lengths to ensure their dark plans come to fruition. As one of the Forsaken,
we're going down!
You must massacre any who pose a threat to the new order. Human, undead, or otherwise.
It's me! Here I am! Oh, yeah. Oh, we're getting our controls back again. And let's see here. If I go to options and key bindings... Wait a minute. How do I... Action bars. There it is. 2, 3. What? Oh my gosh. Dude, let me tell you something. Anything that enters into my brain leaks out 10 minutes after I close the game. How do I get my action bars to show up? Oh my god. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. You know what? Alright. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. We have attack, we have smite, we have lesser heal. Smite an enemy for 13 to 17 holy. Heal yourself. Yeah, there it is. Now, when it comes to hardcore, like die once and the game's over, I love stakes. One of my favorite things in any games is stakes. So I'm just going to start talking to some people. I'm going to start going in. I'm just going to chat with some folk. It's going to be so good. And I realized I should probably have my little logo thing up on the other side of the screen, huh? Covering up the mini-maps, that way y'all can see me. Let me just say also, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you may not have heard me say this. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So grateful for all of you for joining me on my little streaming journey, helping make my career even exist at all. Now, please enjoy me suffering.
What is it? What do you require?
About time you woke up. We were ready to toss you into the fire of the others, but it looks like you made it. I'm Mordo, caretaker of the Crypt of Death now, and you are the Lich King's slave no more! Let's go. Speak of the Shadow Priest Sarvis. Great. Accept.
Watch your back.
So if I go to my map, where... Oh, I'm up here? Oh, I'm one of the good guy undead. Heck yeah. Is this as zoomed in as it gets, man? Love that. Okay, wait, what? Oh my gosh, I need to re-remember all the stuff because...
And you are...
What is quest log? Is it J? Q? L for log. Dude, I will say, most recently I was playing retail, and I mean, dude, there's arrows flying out of your head, exclamation marks all over the map. You know exactly where to go at all times to make anything occur. I feel so much like I'm in high school, called in sick for the day, we don't have internet, and I'm playing Morrowind, where you just need to read what the letters say. Speak with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel at the base of the hill. He will tell you more of what you must know. Excellent. We're going to the base of the hill. Thought of getting the voiceover add-on? I have not thought about add-ons ever. All right. Hey, we got a little quest though. All right, hey.
Hello.
Oh, have you ever had a tough time at a dentist? The nurse does the initial picking at your teeth, and then that dentist shows up, only for about 8 minutes, and, hello, let's see what we have here. You don't floss, do you? You should do that. And then they throw the smoke bomb, and you walk away. You didn't even get to say anything. You just got to go, because for some reason they'll let you close your mouth.
What now? Speak quickly.
Or as Nazareth has suffered as much as our people, priest. Plow in the face of death has become second nature for all of us.
Time will come.
Alright. Let's see. Been freed from the control of Lich King. Dark Lady gives us in her work. Alright.
Beware the living.
Flax Scales, Battered Cloak. Yeah. Shadow Priest just wants you to kill 8 mindless zombies and 8 wretched zombies. Okay. Alright.
Trust no one.
Alright. Now, when it comes to where these things are located, does it have this on the map in that highlighted way at all? It doesn't? Oh, this is so good. Will my first death be? Oh, I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to die today at all. Are the wretched undead out here somewhere? There's mindless zombies. Great. Am I actually going to need to read this? Another part of the village has become overrun with the mindless ones. Must be destroyed. Alright. To the north. Go back and then go up. Alright, here we go. Alright, so what is it? It's wretched. Wretcheds and mindless. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm gaming. I'm gaming. I'm canceling that shit on accident. I'm the king. And wait, I can just do this? Love to see that. Alright, let's turn on... Where is auto loot? Yes. Loot key. Shift. Alright. Dude, this is... I have heard of legends of this. When, like, World of Warcraft first launched, isn't there just, like, huge swaths of people that are just swarming early areas, and you just can't find the thing that you need to kill to advance the game? Where's anything interactable? There's dogs. Alright, yeah, we just kill everything that we can. Yeah. Can this be moved? I'm spoiled by Factorio. Healing! Why does shift not pick this up? Alright, whatever. Apocalypse is on launch day. There were groups of 5 people around each spot. Dude, frankly, thank you, Warman, for the 10 gifted subs. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful to you, frankly. Happy Turkey Day. I don't have any good Turkey Day meals. Oh my god, where's anyone? This is so bad. Where's any of the mindless zombies? I'm not misreading this, right? The northern part of the village has become overrun. I mean, is it this northern part of the village that's being discussed? Is this the overrun part? Dude, we're all just waiting for stuff. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go back to the very literally northern part of town. Because this is where I actually killed one. Dude, it's my guy. Come here. Found him. Owned. Because this is video game scale, where like it's the northern part of town. And what they really mean is, it's 10 feet that way. I'm gonna start communicating. Anytime someone asks me for directions, I'm just gonna communicate like a WoW NPC.
I need more mana.
Alright, do I have any refreshing spring water? Oh, the relaxation of level 1.
Not enough mana.
What do I even have in my inventory? I can't move this? Boo. I must remain seated. Alright. Alright. Got that rotation on lockdown, you know? You might not understand that you're talking to a true MVP of World of Warcraft hardcore. Well, hey, good morning, everyone. How you doing? How it goes? You're gonna party up since you're a priest? No to the first one, and I don't know what the second part means. Like, am I gonna party up? Certainly not. This is a solo priesting mode. And when you say since you're a priest, I don't know what that means. Why priest? Why not priest? Priests are cool. Doing stuff awesome. I've done it. So what happens when you level up in Classic? Wait a minute. Okay, oh my god, I didn't... So here's my hotbars. So I can just do 1 and control 1? Dude, it's actually so funny. Like, for me, I have played enough games that have different leveling and progression systems that change continuously over time. I no longer remember them. So let's see, if I return back to my World of Warcraft Classic, I think I just get some spells whenever I level up. And do they automatically appear on here? Shoot. Yeah. And I remember that, like, more spells were getting unlocked as I leveled up. There's also, like, trainers that can train me, and I can purchase from them. So I'm just going to go ahead and complete my quest and just keep glancing around. Wretched zombie slaying. What am I in? Mindless zombies and wretched zombies. Oh my god. There's a mindless one. I mean, I'm gonna be playing for like 4 hours. It's gonna be sick. Need one more ML. Mindless zombie. Oh, we got the wretched ones in here. Gentlemen, says, are you taking any suggestions on vanilla UI changes that might be helpful? You know what? You're allowed to give one, Shadowy Moon, but just one. Just one and no more. Because, I mean, like, here's the thing. I'm going to make a point. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. There's a point happening. Oh, let me hit him with a club. Oh, smite. Enemy nameplate's turned on. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Boy, that's psycho helpful, man. Okay, here's my point. Look at my bars right now. Look at this. Look at this bar. I need to hit 2. I've done my peak rotations, okay? Watch this. Hit it one more time. I don't need any UI UX information at all because I hit 2. Done. And there's this thing that I'm really fascinated by, which originally emerged from me playing a lot of StarCraft. I did this a ton, where someone would sit down to play StarCraft, and I would want to say things like, dude, let me tell you about hotkeys. Here's how you use hotkeys to move stuff around. Notice that you can do Control 1 and Control 2. Now you can move 24 units at the same time instead of just 12. Isn't that awesome? And my friends would go, what's a control group? What do you mean by that? I'm like, oh, well, you hold Control to select 12 units. You can move 24 at once. And they go, what are units? You know, they haven't even played the game. I don't even know anything. And of course, it's this expertise building journey where you start playing StarCraft because it's cool. It's cool to click on a building and click on a unit, and it does a little animation, and a unit pops out. Woo! And then you start attacking with stuff, and you're seeing explosions happen. Oh, that's so awesome! Like, this expertise building happens like, 100 hours in, 300 hours in. And if you're someone like me that loved growing up playing that game, all the stuff that you're learning at hour 200, 500, and 1,000 are like so much more meaningful, and you realize how much you didn't know when you first started, and then you want to share that. You want to share that sort of thing. And it's fascinating for me as a streamer to be someone that is like, all right, I'm going to start playing this game that has some large built-in community. And almost across the board, this is, by the way, not what you were doing, Mr. Moon, at all. But I get flooded with people that are just like, oh, this is a bad patch for going for this character. You shouldn't do that. You should do this build. Has better DPS. There's a wretched one. And like, I don't even know that DPS matters in this game. I didn't realize that was a thing. I'm fine. It doesn't matter. And Blue says, but you have done. You've played this. I'm not talking about has played versus hasn't played, as much as I'm talking about super awesome optimizations for someone that is 500 hours in. Not only do I not really want those, if someone sat me down and told me what all of them are, I wouldn't even have the context to appreciate them, because I'm so newbie. All right, and we need to return to the dude. Solamac just gifted 8 subs. Oh my god. That's one short of fine branding. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Thank you, Solamac. Happy Turkey Day. Hello. Arctic Beaks says I like to optimize for DPM, damage per mana. Ooh.
I'm listening. What is it? Dark Lady.
Alright. Oh, that noise. Dude, I'm so reminded of in Half-Life when the air noise, that like little purr. This is so loud. Alright, I want a battered cloak.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Read the Hallowed Scroll and speak to the Dark Cleric Distin in the church in Death Knell.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Alright. Kill 12 rattle cage skeletons, and then return to the Shadow Priest service and Death Knell when you're done. Oh. Alright.
Goodbye.
And you are...
There 6 scavenger paws and 6 dustbat wings. Alright.
Do not seek death.
Alright, so what did I get? Pants? Isn't there like a button that I can hover over? Yeah, there it is.
I can't use that yet.
Oh, I don't have proficiency. So we have some ragged cloaks. This currently has 5 armor. Very sick. Just gonna equip some stuff.
I can't use that yet.
Okay. Isn't it control left click just shoots it over there? Whoa. Control left click to display? What? What's the actual backseat question? What's the command for, like, dragging the stuff over?
I can't use that yet.
Is it right click? Nice. Dude, every game. I just been playing Factorio, and, like, control shift, left click, right click. I just don't remember. I just click until eventually it's correct. Alright. Where's the vendor? I want to sell stuff.
I am forsaken.
I am first.
Trust no one.
Alright. Alright. Ah, so between fire, plague, rioting, and much worse, one of the more faithful comes to my door. Well, let me bid you welcome, priest. Allow me a moment to explain a thing or two before you decide it's time for you to seek whatever drives you forward. The holy light no longer concerns you. The spirits of your forefathers are fairy tales, and creatures from the nether don't want you. Do you understand me so far? Continue.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
There's only one thing you must know. We have survived through will alone. It is faith in ourselves that separates us from others. And with our powers, we will cause great change in all of Azeroth. The weak will come to lean on you. The lepers will call you Lord, and the ignorant will look to you for guidance. Oh my God, is that why you're all here? It is my duty to make sure you have come, or you have the necessary tools, blah, 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 complete quest.
Remember, patience, discipline.
I seek more training. Power word fortitude. Yeah, give me that. Alright. Alright.
Our time will come.
Our time will...
I'm listening.
These names! P. Power infuses target, increasing their stamina by 3 for 30 minutes. Actually, this is going to go over here. I'm so fortified. And let me get this customization up. Key bindings, action bar 2, 1 to 0. Action bar 2, button 1. And is this an alternate? I see. I can do this and that. Great. And action bar 3 will be... Why can I not see that action bar, though? That's something that I'm a little confused by. Alright. Did I actually hit this correctly? Never had to do that. Alright. Alright, so if I did... Oh, this is here? Why is that there? What? What the what? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. What? Why is this here and not vertical? Wait a minute. Okay, wait. All right, someone tell me exactly how to do this. How do I make this like a vertical stack? Because I want 1, 1, and 1 to be up like that. See, like, I basically want this bar to be here. You need add-ons or retail? Fuck yeah, I don't need action bar 2. It can suck a fat one. I'm a gamer. I want it just like this. In fact, I like that the shift buttons are closer to me. Hell yeah. That's how it's done. I need several dust bags. And quests don't show up on the screen, right? I need to just, like, actually open them up. Rattle cage skeletons. Let me just do the scavenger paws and the dust bat wings. We'll need that action bar for a long time anyways. You have no idea. Ow. So fast. I completely forgot to sell all my garbage. Alright. We got them DB dubs. Sybil says, I want to know who did WoW's sound design. My loose fuzzy memory suggests that it's unbelievably sick. Angry Tacos Games, Dan is the only streamer that can get me to watch Twitch. Instead of just waiting for the YouTube videos. Ha-ha! Damn right, baby. Got him. Sniped. So let me tell you how I would do this. What I would do, and what I am doing, is I'm just wandering until I just see if there's bats or dogs, and then I'm going to go kill them. Is there a more efficient way to do this? Or am I doing it? Is this the game, actually? You're doing it. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Spooky Steve. I love your name, Spooky Steve. It's a great name. Is that a rattle cage skeleton? What? Oh. Why the hardcore challenge day 9? Why not? I will say, I love when games have stakes. You know, I can't remember who I was talking about. It might have even been on stream. Let's imagine we have a combat system that has swords. Actually, no, here's a simpler example. Imagine you have fire damage, and ice damage, poison damage, lightning damage. We have all these different kinds of damages that you can do. But imagine it's just literally a flat number. So if you deal 100 fire damage or 100 frost damage, who fucking cares? Who really cares about the difference between them? Okay, well, let's suppose that you actually introduce some enemies are super fire resistant, some are super frost resistant. Okay, cool. Now we're doing some stuff, right? Now we have some reason to use one ability or the other. But let's imagine that the enemies all have 1 health. Or they have 100 health, but they deal, like, no damage at all. So if you have a fire ability against a fire vulnerable dude, you one-shot him. But if it's a fire-resistant one, it takes 5 shots and it doesn't really matter. It's fine. You could optimize and switch to your frost ability and one-shot it and then switch back to fire for the next fire dude. But in this example, the fact that there's no stakes, like if I am using a worse ability, or a worse anything in the game, but the game is not actually punishing me in some way, it becomes incredibly hard for a player to give a shit about any of the systems. Like, it's just way harder. And I'm not saying it's a binary, right? Because I have played plenty of games where I'm like, oh, dude, these guys take forever to kill. Let me switch to Frost. Whoa, this is awesome. Oh, I'm gaming. Do I have boots? Worse boots, better look. Is there some sort of comparison button? Actual backseat question before I return back. Is there an easy way to do comparisons? There it is. Holding shift, I see. Nice. All right, excellent. Perfect. Thanks, everyone. If a game doesn't make me care about different things, I won't care. It needs to make me care. And I mean, I feel like I've joked before about this, that there's a lot of indie developers that go, oh my god, in a roguelike, if you die, you're dead forever. I feel how important my decisions are, because if I mess up, I die. And then what they do is they make an unbelievably poorly made game, but it feels like it's a good game, because you feel the stakes. See if I can snipe this. So yeah, I mean, if the game doesn't make me care about things, I'm not going to care about them. And I do think permadeath, either in a roguelike run here in World of Warcraft Hardcore, it just makes things so much more exciting. Suddenly, information really matters. Oh, ruined pelt. What do I not need? Give me this. Chipped claw, ruined pelt, heck yeah. You know, I'm just gonna go back and sell my stuff because I forgot about it. God, this is so slow. In a good way. Someone backseat me. Which of these turkeys can I sell stuff to? Who's the closest turkey that I can sell to? So I'm just gonna go back to the church. Talk to the church turkeys. Ashuman TV with the 50 gifties. Ashuman, oh my god, thank you. Good lord, Ashuman, happy Turkey Day. Going here.
What is it?
Can I? Can I just sell all these things? Scavenger pawn, dust bat wings, great. Sick.
Beware the living.
Beware. Ashman, just wanted to pop in and say thanks for your recent Factorio streams. Hey, thank you. I love Factorio Space Age. It is the greatest. This guy.
That better be good.
Oh, require level 4. I didn't even take the level requirement. Bye. Shift V, great. Brill. Where there's a brill, there's a way. Oh, see a bat. But I mean, for instance, like, with the stakes of, hey, if you die, you die. All of a sudden, if I'm going into an area and I see a dude who's, like, higher level, I might be like, I might want to look up some information about this guy. Maybe I might want to try to see if he has, you know, again, I'm not talking World of Warcraft, but like in a general game, like, does he have some sort of weaknesses? Like, played a lot of the Souls games. Like, okay, this guy, let me, you know, let's see if he is more vulnerable to frostbite, more vulnerable to bleed, or, you know, maybe this is an enemy that I want to use my heavy weapons on. This is one that I want to use my stabby spear, my keen cross naginata. Take a swig. I love our bot. I love our bot. It's so good. So since I'm doing some chill hunting and quest completing, if you want to ask me any of my opinions, I like sharing opinions. It's exactly what makes me feel like I'm still an important person in the world, as opposed to another balding streamer. Sorry, I just find that really funny. Oh, God. Young nightweb spiders. No, we really don't want your opinion. If you had hair, I'd really want to know your opinion on things. Don't worry, come 2025, I'm going to buy a new head of hair. From Fiverr. You're a young scavenger. I want to scavenge your bones. Give me your paws. Jockships, Dana, what are your opinions on balding streamers? I think that I've shared some of my opinions on baldness. You know, I don't know if whether it's the community and the memes around balding or whether it's just what's happening due to genetics, but I talk about balding in World of Warcraft streams more than I have talked about going bald in any of my other streams combined. I don't know what it is about this game that just brings it out of me. Oh, God. Hell yeah. World of Baldcraft. What was I going to say? Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know. I have weird opinions on balding. Because, my grandpa was bald. And I now look a lot like him. And he passed away maybe 10 years ago. So there was something that was like really positive in an emotional way that happened when I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna shave my head. And I looked in the mirror and it's like I saw my grandpa again. And I don't know, it felt really nice in a weird way. But I know a lot of people get, you know, I can imagine it's very self-conscious creating whenever, for anyone, some physical change that feels out of your control just kicks in all of a sudden. And especially, the universe loves finding creative ways to make fun of people, as well as non-creative ways to make fun of people. Found the bat! Alright, here we go. Come here, you mangy dust bat. Oh, dude, I found the gold here. Hold on, no, I want to hit him. Yeah. We priests can still get our hands dirty. It's fast too far away. Sunaj says I'm literally going bald at basically the exact same time. And Way is my dad. Getting a monk's cat? Hell yeah. To all our mangy dustbat hackers. I'm gonna hit him with the imbops. Cole my Jace, if you had a bald sibling and you weren't bald, how would that make you feel? Do you think siblings would be jealous of each other? Oh, my sweet summer child. My brother has a full head of hair and is the famed StarCraft commentator Tasteless. You can literally watch him stream. If you want to see me with hair, go watch him. If you want to see him without hair, come back to me. He has a full beard and a full head of hair, and I'm just sitting here being like, how much more like a soft egg can I become? Give me your bones. Call my justice. No, I like Day 9 better. Well, in that case, I don't have any jealousy of my brother fucking at all. Period. Steppenwolf is tasteless and hairless. Sounds like you're at the boiling point. I'm furious. I want to shave his head and then stab him. What a bad dog. Alright, we did this. And we need to do some rattle bones. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Oh, that's right. Thank you. So we got options, social. Ashaman TV says, I have a question, if you don't mind. Oh, are you kidding me? I love questions. Look at me. I'm not even... I don't even have my hands on the keyboard. Says, with games I've played a lot, I have a hard time watching others. The urge to correct their innocent play makes it hard to watch. Do you have any advice to let go and let others just enjoy the game? Oh, yeah, so much. Because that was me.
Hello?
The fucking voices in this. Hello? I'm dead. Hello? My name is Jane Bones.
I haven't got all day.
Alright.
What is it?
Alright, yeah, continue.
Dark Lady, watch over you. Embrace the shadow.
Oh, that's it.
Bye.
Bye. Au revoir. Alright, so... It's the same. Alright, let's go over to John Vender. Classic voice lines are so peak, dude.
Speak quickly.
You know, I probably shouldn't have sold that, but that's fine. Give it back. Am I at level 4 yet?
Victory for Sylvanas.
I am forsaken.
Alright, kill Tenya. Yeah, let's just kill...
Remember, patience, discipline.
Yum, yum, yum. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Alright, so I remember seeing some of these guys, but where are they located? Alright, oh boy. Alright. So I remember there were... Where are these Skelleboys? Are they just down the hill? I saw some of them out in this area. Yeah, Ashaman, I have definitely, as a youth, had this really difficult control problem, where if I saw someone doing something that I thought I could do better in some way. Daniel Ulfman. Oh my god. Stephen Bart. Oh my god. Where are these guys? You know, and I mean, I'm talking like, even when I was pretty young, right? I'm like in maybe 8th grade, and I really like StarCraft. And I watched my friend play with one hand, and I'm like, you should play with 2 hands. Because then you can, like, play even faster, and you can do more, and it will make you better. And they're like, no, thank you. And I'm like, no, put your hand on the keyboard. Select your barracks and press M, and it's making the Marine. Do it. No, no thanks. Ah! And I would be like furiously angry. It would like bother me so much. And honestly, I had to do a lot of reflecting and thinking about how to communicate and feel okay. And I have many more things to say, but I want to go back to my log. So, where the hell are these things? I know where these guys are. Bring Cinnamon Flip's remains to Marlowe's grave. Alright, that's going to be tricky. I'm going to do this one. And I mean, I think that something that has been helpful for me as like a form of exposure therapy is just to sit there and say nothing. Just literally... Sorry, I remember in World of Warcraft retail, there were so many things all over the place. Okay. What was I going to say? Yeah. Yeah, no, I found it like a really valuable exercise to be like, let's imagine I didn't know anything about whatever task they're playing. How can I just sit there and be perfectly happy? And I mean, dude, it literally took time and practice to just, again, pose the question to myself, how do I just sit there and be perfectly happy? I think there's a lot of, like, internal things. One of the most valuable sort of, like, emotional techniques that I was taught was often when something bad happens, like maybe someone's mean to us or rejects us or, you know, just having a tough day. Excuse me, let's, like... It's very easy to talk about the external bad thing and what they're doing. Suppose that, I don't know, I went to go order food and the person was rude to me on the phone. Wow, what do you mean rude to me? I'm giving them business. What the hell? Right? I'm talking about that person externally over there. But here's the useful sort of thinking technique that was really powerful for me is the statement, what does that thing make me feel about myself? And if there's something that's bothering you, it's very, like, you know, again, someone's being rude to me on the phone. It's very easy to just go, oh, well, I'm upset because they're rude and that's it. But I find that, like, a really, really useful thing to think through. Because, you know, I'll give a personal example where... Let's recast this. There are times when I was way younger where I would be telling a story and my brother, who's hilarious, would interject with jokes about my, like, as I was telling a story. And that would upset me. Because I was telling a story, why is he interrupting? Ah, you know. And again, it's very easy for me to be like, oh, yeah, high school Nick, what a jerk. He shouldn't do it. He's the one who's being bad. Nah. And to just stop there and leave it there. But if we make the statement, okay, what does that make me feel about myself? Well, at that age, I really felt unseen and unimportant, and I felt a need to be seen. And because I had that sort of internal need, that's what would cause me to be upset. As a contrast, I know of people that if they're telling stories and someone would interject with, like, awesome jokes, they would feel good. They would feel like this other person is demonstrating that they're paying attention and they're making it a more fun and engaging experience. And so I really like that question of, like, okay, what does this make me feel about myself? And actually trying to make yourself come up with an answer. And I think it's just been really, like, enlightening and interesting for me in life with things occurring to do that. I mean, there's all sorts of things like that where, like, the sort of my goal statement is what would make me able to, like, I should always be able to sit there and be perfectly happy. Obviously within reason. Like, if one of you's shooting me with sticky ichor, I might curse at you. Night web spiders. All right, I'm only here for the young. Yeah, there's something a lot of streamers experience where, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I went out of order. The thing I was going to say is, like, something I try to do is say, hey, my goal in any situation should be to sit there and be perfectly happy. So, for instance, if someone comes to this channel and goes, Day 9, I hate your content, you deserve failure in life, you suck. I should be able to, like, my goal should be to just sit there and be okay. Just go, okay, that's fine. Not as in, hey, fuck you, you're probably jealous. Not, oh, that's actually great that someone's coming here and insulting, because that's a representation of success. Just like, really, just I'm sitting there and I'm fine. And I'm totally fine. What would make me able, or since that's my goal, what's in the way of that goal? And that's where that question, what does this make me feel about myself, can be a helpful way to figure out what is the internal obstacle in you that's making that not possible. And, you know, let me take the one of not feeling heard. So, you know, for instance, I had experiences as a kid when I was, like, really young with, like, bullies and things where I'd be like, please stop doing that. And they wouldn't listen. Or I would get excited about something at school and be like, look at this cool thing. And I'd get made fun of. Or I'd get laughed at. Or no one would care. And it kind of sort of feeling. And I carried that. And have, in ways, carried that with me through life. And I will come back to this in a moment. Where is this? It's been a gold mine. The north has been overrun by spiders. Great. To the mines! Wherever it is. That sort of thing has carried me, and has negatively messed with me at times. Where... Oh, a young nightweb spider. Hello. Oh, there's a young nightweb. Proper nightweb spiders. So, I mean, for example, here's something that formerly would irritate me. What up, it's PCH. Good to see you. Something that used to annoy me as a streamer is people come in going, hey, Day 9, I have a question, blah. And I would give an answer. And another person would come in and be like, hey, Day 9, same question. And I give the answer, and then they leave. A new person comes in, hey, Day 9, I have a question. And it's the same thing again and again and again. And, like, it's so easy as a broadcaster to feel like no one's listening to you. And, I mean, I distinctly remember the feeling of, like, I'd been asked a question like 100 times, and someone came in and just asked it. And I kind of went off, I was like, what the fuck? I've answered this so many times. And they were just like, I'm sorry, I just got here. I apologize. And I was just like, oh my god, why am I yelling at this person? Like, I should just not. I really shouldn't be. It's so unnecessary. And it just took me some time of, like, thinking to figure out how exactly am I going to... Oh, thank god, level 4. Oh, the reason I'm getting upset is because it's this feeling of not being heard that is very personally painful for me. And I mean, just by being able to state that, it just kind of made the experience way less disruptive, you know? And so, you know, if I start streaming and I don't have that expectation, or I'm getting that fulfillment somewhere else, hang out with Britt, tell her story, and she listens to me and feels good. I'm like, yeah, I feel all good inside. And I'm gonna go stream, and there's gonna be a lot of people coming in, leaving, and uh-oh. Ooh. By the way, that's why I like hardcore / any games with stakes. Because that was like a little bit of a moment. Give me that. Got you, buddy. And so, like, for instance, we went live, and immediately everyone's like, OnlyFangs, 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 only OnlyFangs. And I mean, I don't really know that much of anything about OnlyFangs. It's apparently a guild. I'm going deep into the cave, man. Are you kidding me? I'm fucking level 4. Less dramatic than I thought, but still. But, like, you know. So, in my head, I will do things like, okay, I'm gonna get asked this because people are excited. And if I say no and keep getting asked, it's not because of that, again, that insecurity that kind of gets to me sometimes. It's just because people are interested and excited. And so we have a little bot here. Shout out to Ghost Heart for setting it up. To be able to answer people's questions. And I sort of have an expectation of the cadence at which I may get asked it and how I might talk about that. Matter. My skill and defense increased. Wait, is this game the more you get smashed, the better your defense becomes?
I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry anymore. I'm so tired of carrying everything. The weight of the world is on me always.
Who knew?
Get me out of here.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. And so coming all the way back to your question, Ashuman, about, like, feeling this urge to backseat someone and seeing that you have a lot of experience and they don't. It can be all number of different reasons for what might make you feel that way. For me personally, when I was younger and I've had this urge, it was a sort of like, it was kind of connected to the idea of, if I know how to do something and do it well, that's what would give me value. And if you're rejecting this, then I feel like something's wrong with me. And I don't want to feel like something's wrong with me. Do what I say and you'll see that it's good, which means I know what I'm doing, right? Like, it was that sort of loop. And it was hard to, like, see that because I'm like fucking 13, right? I'm like a child.
This had better be good.
Give me the flax vest.
They don't kill me anymore.
Oh, kill me. But they
I have
can't.
exactly
I'm already
what you
dead.
need.
Oh. That's way better.
Farewell.
Hold on, let me equip this a little bit. So I do want that equipped.
I can't use that yet. I can't use that yet.
What is this? Oh, it's leather. Oh, fuck. Okay, of course. Alright.
What do you require?
Don't use anything ever. None of this matters. It's all about
no one.
trust no one. You know, so I can imagine someone seeing the back seating and feeling stressed when someone's doing it wrong. I've spoken to a lot of people about this. I've heard people say that for them, they put a lot of pressure and stress on themselves as a form of focus and improvement. If they're hard on themselves and they feel stress for not doing well, that pushes them to succeed at things. So when they see someone else not doing well, that just turns on. They just start feeling the same stress. I know of people that they have issues they have issues with being controlling, honestly.
What is it? Our time will come.
So this, get in there. Sweet. I've seen other people have, let's see, what are some of the other reasons? That in their, like, relationships with their parents were very controlling towards them, and it felt like a form of closeness and bonding, and so they want to express in a similar way, because it feels like closeness and bonding, and when someone says, stop backseating me, it feels like a form of, emotional rejection. There's all these different reasons why people, might be upset about it, and might struggle with, like, watching someone do the wrong thing, and I feel this urge to backseat, and I don't like feeling this urge. And again, for me, I'll sort of put a little bow on that with the statement of, like, dude, it's really, for me, what was super helpful was asking that continued question of, like, what does this make me feel about myself, as the way to stop trying to externalize, oh, this person's being a dumbass, that person's being an asshole, but, like, okay, why am I feeling bad? That would be my full thing. Now, would someone backseat me and tell me where these damn rattle cage skeletons are? Where are the damn rattle cage skeletons? Where the fuck are these assholes? Are they in here? Oh my god. I see mindless zombies. I see wretched zombies. I'm gonna go over here. I don't think I've been over here yet. Oh, I was over here, wasn't I? Let me look over here. Oh. Oh my god. I'm owning! Woo! Let's go! I'm the best ever! The best ever lives! Let's fucking do it! Oh, yeah! Fucking hit him with your mace! Hit him in the face! Fucking eat shit! Yeah! Suck on 3! Oh, 3 again! I can't be stopped! Oh! 3 in a row times 3! Bejeweled players everywhere will weep. Oh, and a 2 and a 4? Ship it. Give me your copper. Oh! 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 Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. We're doing it. We're owning. Oh my god, rattle cage skeletons. I find 10 every second. Dream Krungle says, does anyone have any tips for navigating group conversations, particularly in a work context where I may be sat with relative strangers? I can sometimes become conscious that I'm the only one speaking, and I'm never quite sure how to manage the balance of encouraging conversation while also making sure people get to say their piece and contribute. Yeah. I have a literal technique that I do. I have a literal technique. This is great in group conversations. This is great on dates where you're feeling a little stressful. This is great in one-on-one conversation where you're feeling a little stressed out about it. And it's a collection of things. So, first is it's a form of active listening that I learned actually by taking improv classes. All right, there's only wretched people in here. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm stuck. I can't find my way out. I'm here forever. Oh my god, where's the entrance? There it is. First technique. When you want to engage with someone, respond based upon the last word or few words that they say. Like the last word. So let me give an example. Let's say someone said, it was my mother's birthday, so I went to Target and I bought her a card. 3 big nouns here, right? Mom's birthday, Target, card. It will feel way more natural and way more engaging if you say, oh, what kind of card did you get? Or when you go get cards, what makes a good card to you, you know? Ask about the card. If they said, oh, it's my mom's birthday, so I went to Target to get a card, and you went, oh man, Target is really overpriced. Do you see how it just feels more natural? Or feels more unnatural in that way? Or if there's like, oh yeah, it was my mother's birthday, so I got a card and I got it from Target. Respond based upon Target. Just literally, like, it's just a very simple way to make you listen until the end of the sentence before you start talking. Because one thing that happens when people are nervous, where are these damn rattle cage skeletons? One thing that happens when people are nervous is that they hear the first part of the sentence, and then they start putting, you know, sometimes even without noticing it, they start putting a lot of pressure on themselves to talk. Oh yeah, it was my mother's birthday, so I went to Target to get a card. Oh man, that's so cool that your mom's having a birthday. It's just, it becomes immediately clear how weird things sound when you start responding to the first things, and a lot of this just happens because you're nervous. So if you say, wait till the last word in the sentence and respond to that. And what you'll find is that sometimes you'll start having pauses that are really natural. All right, where are the stupid skeletons? There's one. Yeah, so it was my mom's birthday, and Target got a card. Pause. Yeah, when you get cards, you normally get silly, goofy ones, or are you someone who gets more sincere, earnest ones? I can never really choose what I want to do. All right. And I mean, like, sometimes it actually takes a second. And I have sometimes sat there because I'm a little brain fried. It's my mom's birthday, so I got her a card from Target. Oh, you went to shop at Target? Oh man, whenever I go to those big stores, I wind up buying like way more things than I need. Did you go for like just a card? Like, I'm responding to the last sentence. Or the last word in the sentence. Alright, so that's tip 1 for just doing conversation when I'm feeling a little stressed in the situation. Alright. Second technique is try to find ways in which you relate to people and very explicitly say how what they said connects to something you said. So again, just like, hey, it's mom's birthday. Went to Target, bought her a card. And then I might do a follow-up, like, oh yeah, you know, like, how do you normally get a card? Oh, you know, I try to just get whatever one is really straightforward because I always get stressed out around birthdays. Like, I never really know what to get my mom. So I was just get her something straightforward. And then just go like, oh my god, dude. I've so had that happen where like, dude, I remember for my brother's birthday, I realized I hadn't gotten him a card in a while and I wanted to. And I also got really stressed. I'm just relating. I'm just relating to you. I'm just relating. Going, there it is. Or if someone is like, I had a really stressful day at work. My boss told me this and this and this and this, and it was very stressful. All right, this seems to be the only place where I can find these stupid skeletons, so I'm just literally going to wait here. This is it. How many more do I need to kill? I'm halfway there. All right, someone backseat me. Where the fuck are these skeletons? So suppose someone is just like, dude, I had a really stressful day at work. My boss said XYZ thing. Really pissed me off. All sorts of things come to mind. Hey, you should do this. What about this? What about this? What about this? Really simple thing to do. Just state how you relate. Oh my god. It is so frustrating. Gotcha. When a boss is just like, could have worded it differently, and instead they chose like a really harsh wording. Oh my god, I've had that. That's it. Just relating to you. So, these two techniques are ways to enter into a conversation. And if I am constantly looking for these, it's forcing me to be a listener. It's forcing me to pay attention. In a very sort of conscientious way. Where are these stupid skeletons? All right. Third technique. Say a thing, ask a thing. Right? Really simple. This is for people that get nervous and just make declarative sentences again and again and again and again and again. I have been in this situation. I think everyone gets in this situation where you're hanging out with a group of people and then you're just like, oh yeah, no, like let's say World of Warcraft comes up. Oh yeah, no, I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft lately, and you know, I can't decide if I like classic or retail more, because I think that classic has like a really good pace, but retail, I mean, frankly, it gets you to the late game faster, which I feel like is where a lot of the meat is. But, you know, I never really found myself, you know, that much of a fan of the late game content until I joined this one guild and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, it's been 5 minutes. No one's been fucking saying anything. So, I like just say a thing, ask a thing. Say a thing, ask a thing. What do I ask? What was the last word of your declarative sentence? Remember that first technique? Respond to their last word. Respond to your own last word. Man, I've been playing World of Warcraft a lot lately, and I can't tell if I like classic more or retail more. Have you played classic and retail much? The last thing I said was classic and retail. Easy. I think I live here now. I think this is it. And you have seen on this stream, I am great at sitting here and talking for like 20 minutes straight without stopping. I do that in real life too sometimes. And it's okay. I have friends that I'm like, dude, I gotta tell you this story. I gotta tell you about how we got sucked into this timeshare pitch. Oh my god, it was ridiculous. And so if I do a long story, I will tend to just be aware of that and then just make sure that I ask them about their stuff. And I will note something that is true for me that might not be true for you. I love chatting to people. I love hearing their answers to stuff. I actually like talking to human beings. Although I don't like not being able to find rattle cage skeletons. So I mean, that definitely goes a long way for helping. But even then, it's the kind of check that this collection of things, when you're responding to someone, wait till the end of their sentence and respond based on the end of your sentence. Number two, Oh, yeah. Relate to other people. And just explicitly state, here's what I'm relating to in your thing. Don't try to do anything with it, just say, I relate to that. All right? Third, say a thing, ask a thing. All right. Fourth, just make affirming noises. I don't have a better way of summarizing it like that, but like if someone is like, I had a frustrating day, my boss said this to me, just go, ugh, oh God. Or, he what? Oh my God. He didn't need to say it like that. Or someone's like, dude, I had the best day at work. Really? Dude, I was talking to my boss and he said this. Oh, it's awesome. I mean, just because if someone's like, I had a horrible day, and you go, So Wretched Zombie slaps you. And when I say affirm, I mean kind of match what they're actually trying to communicate to you. Not in a fake way, but like, let's say they are sharing a story of how their boss was mean to them at work today. Well, maybe you had a similar situation that you found a solution to. It's easy in that situation to not make the affirming noise first. I had a frustrating day because my boss said this. Oh, that sucks, man. God, that reminds me of a situation I had. It actually turned out pretty good. Here's what happened. But I made the noise to match the tone that they're clearly trying to say, just to note, yeah, I'm fucking listening to you. Imagine if someone said, oh, I had a horrible day at work. My boss said this to me. Imagine I skipped that affirming noise. Oh, I had a horrible day. My boss was mean to me. Oh, I had a similar situation. It actually turned out great. It sounds weird. See how it sounds weird? Even if they literally did want a solution to their problem. Oh, I'm so frustrated at my boss at work. He said this to me, and I don't know if you have any advice for like how to, get through this. If that's what's literally asked, you still go, oh, God, that sucks. But yeah, no, I actually did have a situation at work where it actually turned out okay. I mean, this is one of these things that is like, for a long time, internally in my head, I was matching what they were saying. Oh, I had an amazing day at work. Here's what happened. And I would listen, and in my head, I'd be like, awesome, wow, that's so cool, that's so great, oh my gosh. But I just wouldn't emote. They're having a terrible day, and I'd feel like my little heart would be aching, imagining the difficulty and the pain. I just wouldn't verbalize. I'd almost sort of not even be paying attention to what this egg-shaped body was doing. I would just be immersed in their story. And so these together, there's one more thing that might be more me-specific, but I have found really useful, is you're under no obligation to talk fucking ever. If you go to group conversation and you just go, yeah, ha ha ha, laugh at a joke, and then just go home, it's fine. I kill mindless zombies while I wait. And so this little collection of pieces, respond to the last sentence, or the last word in their sentence, try to find things that you relate to, say a thing, respond to a thing, make mirroring, emoting noises. and don't put pressure on yourself to solve or fix or be the one to talk or be the one to fill dead air. This together, this little collection of things, what's actually living at the heart of it is that these are different expressions of I am listening to people and engaging with them. I'm listening. I'm not thinking about what I want to say. I need to wait till the end of their sentence. That's when I say stuff. It forces me to get out of my own head and forces me to be present. Forces me to listen to people. Boy, is it easy to not listen to people. To even think that you're being an active listener. I'm like really, 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 really thinking hard. And I feel like I'm crushing. I feel like I'm killing the game. You might not be. Yes, come here. So those are Day 9's tips. Navigating a variety of social situations. Dream Krungle says, I'm someone who adores talking to people and asking questions, so yeah, all these really resonate for me and make a lot of sense. I'm also a big talker for sure. Active listening is definitely a skill I'm really trying to get better at. Recent ADD diagnosis definitely helped me go a little easier on myself and not beat myself up too much about it. So now I've got more capacity to work on the behavior rather than just feel bad. Yeah, no, I think it happens to a lot of people. I'm like really glad you asked. And you know that last one where I was like, don't pressure yourself to say anything? I actually almost want to revisit that and like double down even more, which is, let's imagine someone says something. Man, I had a really terrible day at work. An unbelievably powerful thing to do is to go, huh? And just look at them and wait for them to continue talking and just to fucking not need to do anything. One of the greatest gifts you can give to another person is just give them space to say shit. But the actual best gift that you can give is 2 rattle cage skeletons. Birderman says stare them down. Yeah, puff your chest out, stare them down, and just, you know what, growl. Give a deep growl. I had a tough day at work. Now, as someone that is a professional talker, let me start talking about level 2, okay? Level 1, everything I just said, level 1, these are the things I still try to practice in my life right now, and I reflect, and when I go home, after hanging out with people, I think, what are ways in which I could have done those things better, blah, 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 right? Level 2. Sometimes you'll hang around people that just fucking really do want you to do all the fucking work in the conversation. Sometimes you hang out with people that you can't see it, but you're pretty sure they delightedly duct taped their fucking mouths shut before they hung out, and they're like, you're TV for me right now. Go. When's the next episode? Boring. Fucking fast forward. Come on, entertain me, Day 9. And I do. I mean, there's times that I'm like, all right, I guess I'm just hanging out with me. And I think this is where, like, this is like a deeper thing. Streaming also helped me a lot with this. In social situations, it sometimes feels good because you might feel bad. Like, day to day, I'm hanging out and I just don't feel so good. But then I hung out with someone and it felt good. Something that I fell into is I didn't feel good about myself growing up. But if I went and told a joke to someone and they laughed, that would make me feel good. That'd be a sense of validation. And so then I would want to tell another joke. And they'd laugh and I get validation. And then I'd say a joke and they wouldn't laugh. And I would want to set myself on fire. Because... because it fucking felt like evidence. I knew it! I knew I sucked! Fuck! God, I'm 14. I have no life experiences. Ah! Of course, I'm like talking to my crush who's also 14. She has no life experiences. She's actually just laughing as effectively a random process. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. But sometimes she laughs, sees the delight on my face, and then she feels good. She didn't laugh. I'm devastated. She feels it. She's spiraling. I'm spiraling. We're all fucking spiraling. So, this is this is a true story. There's actually many true stories told as one. Of, it's very easy in a social situation to not realize that you're putting pressure on another person, that you're putting an onus and an obligation on the other person to do something for you personally. It's really easy, in fact, way easier than waiting for a rattle cage skeleton to spawn. It's incredibly easy to be in a situation where, let's say, here, really simple one, let's imagine I'm on, not a date, but whatever going out to coffee is, where it's like one tier below a date. It's like a date light, you know? It's like the Steam Next Fest demo of if we went on a date. That nerd calls it a hang. Yeah, that's probably better than a Steam Next Fest demo. That's probably one of those more people would get, and the other one is just something that no one will ever say. But hopefully you will. But suppose you're out to coffee with someone. You know, you're in your hang, kind of feeling each other out. Maybe I want to go on a date later. I don't know you very well. You don't know me very, very well. But, you know, when I was younger, I was the sort of person who would be on that hang with a little bit of excitement and invigoration of how cool and great it could be, but also with this insecurity that I did not even know was there. And I was, without realizing it, putting a onus on the other person I'd be on this hang with to validate me in some way that would deal with this insecurity. Hey, I'm hanging out and saying a joke. They're not laughing. Oh, my heart rate goes up. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Well, oh, you didn't find that funny? Oh, that's fine. Oh, there's lots of things I don't find funny. And all of a sudden, I would describe, like, if I rewind back to when I'm like 19, I would describe, oh man, I was saying stuff. She clearly wasn't getting my jokes. That is what was stressful. And I think that's actually incorrect. I think that what was happening is I would go, man, I feel insecure about myself. I feel bad about myself. I said a joke, and oh, that feels like evidence that I should feel bad about myself. Thank God. And so, this comes back to the long burble I was talking about with Ashuman TV earlier. The idea of one should be able to sit there and be perfectly happy. I should be able to go out on a hang with someone, say a joke, have them not laugh, and be perfectly fine.
What is it?
And so the thing that I was meandering towards is when I enter social situations, the thing I want to avoid is I'm feeling bad and I secretly want this person to make me feel better. And so in a lot of social situations where there's clearly responsibility on me, Sean, we want you to fucking entertain. I now am pretty good at entertaining myself and feeling good just with me, hanging out with me and no one else. And of course I'm describing like a decade of therapy. And a lot of self-reflection and stuff like that. But I think it's an interesting question, like, how can you entertain you? If you're just by yourself with no phone, no monitors, no other inputs, no sound, like literally go to your bathroom, shut the door, turn off the lights, and just sit there and see if you can just entertain yourself. Literally just by thinking and talking with yourself.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Give me those flax boots. Oh my god. Ship it. We got +2s all day.
This had better be good.
This had better be good. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dark Cleric Distant.
Oh.
No. Give me the training. Shadow Word Pain. Oh, Word of Darkness that causes 30 shadow damage over 18 seconds. Training. Give me that lesser heal level 2. Bam. Alright, so...
Beware the living.
Alright, let me hit the P button. Alright. Healing. Alright, and I think I have no other quests. Oh yeah, Marla's Last Wish. I'm gonna gain another level before I engage. Because, like, those guys seem pretty scary.
What would you ask of death?
Six pieces of scavenged goods. Wait, what? Head into death now. Search for stacks of boxes.
Trust no one.
Alright.
What now?
Judge CBS Day 9. I just want to say I've watched you long time ago during the... I assume that's Justin TV or livestream.com days. Just want to say thank you for entertaining me so much for this chunk of my life. You're awesome. Mwah to you. Always happy to be a little familiar oasis to return to. Forsaken Mall. Alright. Bring 12 Scarlet Armbands from Scarlet Converse and Scarlet Initiates. Camp southeast of here. Sure.
Watch your back.
Going this way. I'm gonna do the Scarlet Crusade first. Before I do some scavenging. Where's the baddies? It is southeast of here, huh? What? What? I'm southwest. I'm sorry, I thought it was... My brain saw southwest. I'm going to the southeast. Yeah, like, what add-ons would I even get? Like, I don't really know why I would want to even have add-ons. It seems fine. The game seems totally fine. Scarlet Convert. Oh, they're dead. Alright. This is the game. Is this instant cast?
That yet.
This is great. Mevin Corgle. What should the very first enemy be called? He should be Mevin Corgle. Take that, Mevin Corgle. Dude, healing is awesome. This is the biggest ones from chat are Questy to tell you where to go, and the AI one which voices all the text. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to compete with another voiceover. I'm the voiceover, and I like reading. And also for Questy, like, showing me where the quests are, I find it fun to do the, like, manual figuring out of things. I just find that incredibly satisfying.
That
like, I have no problem with someone who's like, I really love how this feels to just be guided. Because then I'm just completing things and I'm making progress. That's just a kind of fun, which was great. Hello. With no add-on, it kind of creates this environment too where I can be like, hey, I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna scout. Wait, is it over here? Wait, oh, I see, it's the mine that's to the northwest. Come here, Kankelmevin. Oh, I see where I need to go. Okay, let's go into this area, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's this just slightly more attention that I need to pay that I find really pleasing. And if I get tired of it, I just ask you. Ah! Oh! Kankelmevin. Uh-oh, shit. Uh-oh. Just gonna regain some mana. No, I'm not. I'm gonna hit him with 2. I've had the following little fantasy. Perhaps my final fantasy. Of, like, an MMO type world in which there's no, like, everything is a dynamically generated point of interest. You know, like, these types of encampments will arrive dynamically in a giant world. There's various mysteries that will come and go, and there's no explicit quests. There's just all sorts of, like, weird conversation happening. Like EVE Online, but not in space. In a fantasy realm. Because, I mean, some of those experiences that my friends that play EVE Online have, where they're just like, dude, I can't actually find a good place to get this resource. So they go and talk to various servers, try to find where they can get that resource in an amount that they can afford, and once they've figured that out in their own personalized way, they then go, alright, well, how the hell am I gonna actually travel to there? Like, that's fun. That's cool. She's hitting 2 on me, and I'm hitting 2 on her. Oh my god. Let me wait for your friends to come back to life so I can take it from them. But, like, I think that there's some amount, like, honestly, I think that one of the biggest reasons why World of Warcraft succeeded so much is that literally it took what happens in MMOs and it added very explicit quests. So I think super explicit quests give guidance. Like, I can't imagine just arriving here and being like, oh, what do you want me to do? Do whatever the fuck you want. And it's like, fuck you. I work long weeks. You tell me what to do, man. Jesus. What up, I'm a Hunek? It's me, Hardcore Day 9. I'm a Hunek, happy 105 months. I think this game originally released on my 12th birthday and it took over my life. I'm glad to have usurped WoW. Dude, I love having heals. Alright. James, is the implication that other MMOs do not have explicit quests? Yes. That's not the implication, that's just how they worked. Like, understanding where were the first things that you needed to go to, like, do positive anything was completely unclear in EverQuest. Ultima Online. Where are they spawning now? Oh, look, they're all over the place. Unity Daggerfall's worth checking out for anyone who doesn't know it exists. I need to do that, because isn't Daggerfall just... Okay, so Daggerfall is Elder Scrolls 2. I don't remember what the first one... I think it was just Elder Scrolls, then it was Daggerfall, and Morrowind, and Oblivion, and Skyrim, and now something that's going to come out in 2055. I don't remember what the first Elder Scrolls was called. Arena? It was called Elder Scrolls Arena? Oh, that's so funny. They were the first game to come up with a mobile game-ass sounding game. Elder Scrolls Arena! Give me your iron bands.
I'm out of range.
I'm out of ink. But Daggerfall, my understanding is that it was an absolutely massive procedurally generated landscape. A lot of the dungeons were super samey. Oh, we completed a fucking quest, let's go! A lot of the dungeons and landscape were incredibly samey and repetitive and redundant. But it's one of the largest open world games ever as a result of this. Daggerfall Unity, did they shrink it, or is it simply a retranslation of it? Like, is it different? Is it like a reimagining? Is it just a, hey, we made it work in Unity? Ta-da! Like, I'm really curious.
I am forsaken.
We must forsaken Maul.
The shadow.
Got them all. Oh, yeah.
I can't use that yet.
Oh, fucking leather.
What would you ask of death?
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Get me out of here.
The living.
I'm listening.
Watch your back.
Just you didn't have much money back then, now it's better. Still remember that Funday Monday you swapped to that one guy that was for a split second fully zoomed in. That episode 100 story time. Good times, Judge Seaweed. And thanks for the support, for rejoining our little community.
I am forsaken. Trust no one.
Need level 6 for these. Alright.
Our time will come.
Okay, so... Oh, I just need to go kill him now. Alright. Why not? Why not? Salty Situations. I'm looking forward to Hardcore Thursdays. Oh, man. That actually does sound kind of fun. It also sounds like the kind of thing I need to give up my... like, a good portion of my career. Whew! Goodness. To just pursue. But I think that if I do want to choose another long-form game to be playing, it would be Path of Exile 2, Hardcore, for sure. 4 million percentos. Alright. Alright, I'm waiting for Duke Kegleface. There he is.
That spell isn't ready yet.
It's a lot of percentos. It's all of them. It's all the percentos I've got. Eyes of the Hawks says, how long does the Hardcore server stay online? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Path of Exile literally next year, because this is my next week is my last week of streams, and Tuesday I'm going to be doing Factorio. Wednesday I've decided I'm going to be playing some Deadlock with my homie Purge Gamers, and then I'm not streaming until the 21st of January. I'm taking a long break from streaming, longest I've ever done in 15 years. And so when I come back the following year, I don't know what the gaming landscape's going to look like when I return. Maybe someone's going to drop new hot card game that I got to start playing. Battle Aces will be back. Got to do that. But
This had better be good.
This one?
Beware, our enemies abound.
What? Executor Ziggin and Brill? What? Wait, I'm very confused. Scarlet Crusade documents to Executor Ziggin and Brill. Executor Ziggin, where are you? Are we in Brill? Alright, Vital Intelligence. Deliver the Scarlet Crusade documents to Executor Ziggin and Brill. Are we not in Brill? Oh, we're in Death now. Wasn't there like a thing that said Brill? Alright. Got it. I'm confused. Why does it say complete? Alright, let's do Marla's Last Wish. Just ready to hand in. Oh, I see. A quest is done, and when a quest is done, I go to the reward giver to finally complete the quest. Well, yeah, no, I want to play a bunch of Path of Exile, too. It seems awesome. What class you feeling? I like my Frost Mage a lot still. Alright. Alright, Sam. You're into maps and PoE 1? Oops. No, I didn't actually. I mean, I just, you know, I just want a... I want a deep game. Samuel remains. Daniel. Carol Graves. LOL. What is this other one that is stepping out in the vicinity for 6 pieces of scavenged goods? Alright, so it should just be... There should just be boxes around here? Is that what it is? Yeah. Oh my god, I'm owning. You know, I'm ready for a new, insanely deep, rich game that's very fresh. That's what I'm in the mood for. Because, like, I would like something that has repeatable gameplay loops to it, like a PvP game or a PvE game that's like a roguelike that's, you know, technically not against other players. It's PvE, but does have that sort of competitive. I could play it for thousands of hours, sort of fun to it. But okay, so Oracle WoW says, are you aware of games that either have a system that automatically buffs/nerfs heroes that are underperforming the ladder in a game like Deadlock, for example? Okay, I actually have some very strong opinions on this relatively banal question. So I come from the RTS lands. That's where I grew up. And in RTS games, there's lots of cascading impacts. So to give an example. In Zerg versus Terran, the normal game flow is the following. The Zerg player opens up and gets a few Zerglings. Terran can't mess with them because the Terran's early expanded and just has Marines. But then the Terran gets Marines and Medics and can apply pressure, and the Zerg is a little bit in a risky spot until Mutalisks come out, and now the Zerg is the one who's putting on the pressure the Terran has to defend until the Terran gets tanks and science vessels and then is strong enough to move back out again. So you kind of have this little back and forth that happens over the first, say 6, 7, 8 minutes of the game. If we're talking about science vessels, maybe it goes all the way up to 10 minutes. But we have this little back and forth. Now, it's very easy in this kind of situation to think something like, aha, I think that Zergs are feeling, say, a little too weak in the early game, for whatever this means. So you say, oh, well, if it's Zerglings are a tier 1 unit, and Mutalisks are a tier 2 unit, let me just buff a different tier 1 unit that I don't really see used very much, the Hydralisk, just to get a little bit more variety and make them a little stronger. This might mean not only do Terran players have no ability to be aggressive early on, they might literally stop going Marine Medic, and favor Mech, because everything now sort of cascades forward and cascades out. If someone does want to build Hydralisks early, that will massively delay their ability to get to tier 2, because you need the resources to get to tier 2 are the same as the resources you'd use to make Hydralisks. So now all of a sudden the Zergs would be on tier 1 for way longer because they have these buffed Hydras, and if they're doing that, maybe the Zerg takes more bases, which means the Terran needs to be even more defensive with these scary Hydras, but then they need to do a push that's at a much different time. So it's like these small little twists can just completely change what the game is. And so that's...
Speak quickly.
Continue.
Farewell.
I guess I'll get a belt.
Remember, patience.
And I think that's one of the...
Discipline.
It happens in StarCraft much more severely than it does in, like, almost any other game. Marla's Grave. First row of our graveyard. Graveyard's up here, I guess. And because I think the thing that when we think balance, we like to think of like it's the same, but it's just a little bit different. It's a little stronger, it's a little weaker. And I mean, you see this in Dota plenty of times where it's like, man, you know what? I think that offlaners are winning their lane 45% of the time. So let me take all those offlaners and let me buff them a few percent. All of a sudden, you might just have the same carries that used to be picked in this meta. They're no longer picked anymore. Because players are constantly looking for other optimizations, constantly looking for ways to get stronger, constantly looking for counters. And so I think that if there was an automated process that did this, it might not be as controlled and composed, because I mean, unless you have a really smart computer AI that is very thoughtfully and carefully handcrafted. What the fuck? I think if you just left it to an automated process, it might just completely fall apart. Okay, the first row of the cemetery, huh? I'm pretty sure this is the cemetery. I have 122 health. Now a joke. Or maybe it's back in town. Articus, what's your thought on community balance councils like StarCraft and Gwent? I don't know anything about Gwent. I know that there's the StarCraft 2 balance council. And I think two things. In a vacuum, I think the idea of having a balance council composed of players is a fucking terrible idea. I just think it's horrific. Hey, there's another graveyard. I did it. It's terrible. And I want to be very clear of the specific thing that I think is terrible. I think the idea of going, we're a game studio. We're not going to do our balance. We're going to have a group external to us. They're in charge of the balance. That to me is like, you know, George R. R. Martin sure is slow at churning out the rest of these books. Let's create a council of authors who are the biggest fans of the series. And that council will be in charge of the rest of the story. When that happened, we got the Game of Thrones fucking TV show, okay? Which was going great until they ran out of George R. R. Martin's material. Yuck. So, like, as a general note, I would say I think that is a terrible thought. Now, I think that there's plenty of super healthy things that plenty of companies have done. I've heard of, like, Riot doing this. I've seen Magic doing this. You know, things like we have our own internal team that does the balance, but we just talk to the community. We have experts in the community that we speak to regularly. Hey, what'd you think about this change? Think about this. I mean, I think that's literally completely fine. I think it's fantastic. What am I doing now? I'm gonna hit the L button. In favor of darkness. All right, any more quest givers here? Did I complete the first town? That feels so fucking good. Rayman 1 says, but as for automated balancing, the advantage is that it would change things much quicker. So at some point, it has to achieve equilibrium. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to do that. There's now, and I'm of course like, part of me is biased here, Rayman 1, because I have a background in math, particularly in probability and statistics, and you learn a lot about unstable equilibriums. You learn a lot about chaotic systems that don't have an equilibrium. And also, a lot of the analysis that you see in chaotic systems in math are fucking simple systems. They're stupidly simple systems that create chaos. You know, so for instance, you might have if the x-axis is time and the y-axis is some percentage of the population, so like a really common chaotic system is population of like a predator, a prey, and a plant. Where if there's too many predators, they hunt the prey to extinction, and then or they hunt them to a very small amount, and the predators start to die off, and then the rabbits come back. You know, there's this sort of pattern. And like if the x-axis is time and the y-axis is like what percentage of the population is predators versus preys, in that unbelievably simple situation, it's chaotic. So when you start to describe orders of magnitude more complex systems, like what is the balance of these 150 heroes in this game that has 300 items, aka like Dota, if there's no guarantee in unbelievably simple, 4 variable systems, I think that it would be very unlikely for it to, suddenly get way, way, way more stable when there's an automated process in a much more multivariate system, so. Alright. I'm in Tirisfal Glades. What up, Death Guard Simmer? That's so sick.
What is it?
What have we here? You look like a fledgling priest. It's me. You have to prove yourself to the Dark Lady. Learn ways of Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold and a rotting corpse. Yet worse, a Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby. Oh. Steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Alright.
Beware the living.
Alright, let's see here. Take the road north. You'll hit a crossroads, take the eastern fork, keep going east, you'll pass Cold Hearth Manor. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Brill. If there's a Brill, there's a way. Bow owner says, hi, Sean. Thank you for making Mayor. Once upon a time, you got a bow. Bow owner. It's probably bow owner. That's probably what you're actually trying to say to me. It's a lot funnier. Yeah, and I mean, I honestly do also have some really weird opinions on balance in general, Oracle. Which is like, I just think that trying to make something balanced, as in a 50-50 win rate, is actually a bad design goal.
Must hear and obey.
I thought he literally swung at me. Collect 3 Gloomweed? Gloomweeds. What's a Gloomweed? Huh. Alright. I'm just gonna go all the way to Brill. Cummy shots. I'm gonna go on a little journey. Why is 50-50 win rate bad? Because what makes a game fun is not the knowledge or the experience of it being 50-50. It's really interesting, cool, compelling gameplay. Because, like, for instance, I mean, like, most balanced game, we just flip a coin. If it's heads, you win. If it's tails, you lose. It's perfectly balanced. But it's boring because the gameplay's a snoozer. And obviously, if you have something where, like, I don't know, we have some RTS game of the apples versus the bananas. These are two factions. It's a fruit-themed RTS. And if apples beat bananas 99% of the time, it's not bad because 99% is bigger than 1. It's because the gameplay is really, really unfair. Or, excuse me, the gameplay would be really, really unfun. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
What now? Embrace the shadow.
7 putrid claws? Scourge. Alright.
Our time will come.
Quests? I love quests.
What would you ask of death?
Alright.
Trust no one.
Ship it.
Beware. Our enemy is abound.
Our enemy is about I'm level 6, pick up sticks. Alright, what are my quests right now? We have a lot of stuff to do. Barrel. Talk to Barrel.
I can't use that yet.
It's a staff, alright.
I haven't got all day. Beware the living.
Alright, something in here. Gallows End Tavern? Are all the inns just exactly the same?
What now?
Why is this? Wait, what is this song? Wait. Hold on, I'm turning this up. Is this? The undead are a big fan of abstract tavern music. What was that? Was the undead music written by Autechre? What was that? Okay, hold on. How do I make it play again? I want it to do it again, because that track is so bad, it's looped back around. I think it's actually good again. Hey, Barrel. Alright. Hit Control M twice. Alright, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Alright. Oh, the spooks are kicking in. Hold on. Oh. Wah, wah, wah. Oh. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, it's so good. I don't know. I feel like someone just like there was like a store that had like drums and strings, and then they just like put a bunch of like small dogs and cats in there, and then threw bees in and shut the door, and they just recorded what happened. Hold on, let me turn it off and turn it back on again. Let me turn it again, like Control M, let me hit Control M again. I mean, there's just no, I don't even know what the tempo is of this. What's the beats per minute of this? Okay, hold on. Yes. Loop the music. I never want to stop hearing this. I mean, you're hearing small animals run around, smashing into string instruments and drums. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god. Yeah, Isolot says you can hear the bees getting released too. Yeah, I hear the bees. Oh, it's gonna keep going. Oh, this is great. I'm ready for quests. No wonder this game did better than EverQuest. I had music like this shit.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. I'm made of bones.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Acolytes, sacrificial robes. Oh, I gotta turn this shit down. This is insanely loud.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Dark Lady, I hope she's into you. That sucks I'm not hearing that music anymore. Okie dokie. What are we even doing? Garments of Darkness. Find Deathguard Kel and heal his wounds. Unless you heal rank 2. Afterwards, grant him power word Fortitude. And then bring... Actually, that's a great idea. Heal and fortify Deathguard Kel. You acknowledge that there's merit in knowing the healing arts. This is wise. Before you know, alright, north of the cemetery is a wounded Deathguard. Deathguard Kel. Checked from Knowles for some time. He's healing. Do both with your spells, and I will dress you. This is a graveyard? To the north of here? Where is it? North of the cemetery. Where's John J. Keishan? Oh my god. I will absolutely do the JJK quests any day of the week. Pumpkin Patch or Cemetery? Both are Halloween themed. Where's old Deathguard Kel, huh? Oh. Hey, buddy.
What now? This had better be good.
You have
What
it,
is
right?
it?
I don't know if he has it.
Speak quickly.
How do I do this?
I am forsaken.
What the fuck is going on? Wait a minute. One is different from two. They're just different numbers. We have to go back. We have to go back to the island. Because seasons 1 through 4 were the only good ones. Man, Lost, I think, made me no longer get interested in TV. I think Lost was the TV show that I was, like, so excited about. Where, I mean, I really, that's the first time in my life that I actually experienced copium. Where, like, they just keep opening up new mysteries, they keep opening up new questions, and, like, nothing's getting fucking answered, and there's new characters coming in. And I think it was in season 5 when they were just like, I think that we're stuck in a time loop. I'm like, you're not stuck in a fucking time loop. We're not doing time loops. This show is not gonna get fixed by putting in fucking time loops. Oh my god.
Speak quickly. Beware the living. I am forsaken. Goodbye.
Alright, where is the dude that will...
Speak quickly.
Come here.
Hello.
Alright, fuck off.
Hello.
Hamlin Atkins? Alright.
Trust no one.
Purple skeletal warhorse. Where's the person who can maybe train us in some stuff? Maybe they're actually upstairs? I want Heroes to be good too. Heroes is... Okay. Hold on. We're gonna create a poll. We're creating a poll. Hold on. We're creating a poll. No, not view results. Could not end poll. Well, fucking... Let me delete the poll. Could not delete poll. Let me do a... Refresh. What the fuck? Hang in there. New poll. There we go. New poll. Did you watch Heroes Season 1 live as it happened? Yeah, I was alive then. No, I wasn't alive then, or no. For various reasons. It's not giving me enough space. I'm actually really curious about this. We're going to do a 1-minute poll. Alright, so let me... Alright, so this is what we're about now. So, Heroes Season 1 is one of the best single seasons of a TV show ever made. It was all the rage. It was all the ragu. Okay, like Game of Thrones was a big cultural event. Heroes Season 1 was like virgin on that shit. When I was a wee lad in college. And like, I literally strongly recommend that if you just want a good single season of television, watch Heroes Season 1. What happened in 2008, 2007, 2008, was that Hollywood had a writer's strike. So, there were no more television writers. And Season 2 of Heroes came out. Can't believe a third of you did that. When Season 2 came out, it was so bad. And in the same way that everyone, like most recent one in memory for me, is that everyone's like talking hardcore about Game of Thrones, and then Game of Thrones turns out to be a stinker.
I haven't got all day.
And everyone's devastated. Same thing happened.
I am forsaken. Embrace the shadow.
Where's a priest that I can actually talk to about training me? Is it the Dark Cleric, this guy?
Hello.
It's literally him. I'm so embarrassed. No fucking way.
Victory for Sylvanas.
This is the best game ever made. Wow, this game really fucking hates you, huh? Why would it work this way?
This had better be good.
Why would anyone ever want to do a lesser rank? Saves me. It's more mana efficient. Sometimes you want to do things worse for more mana efficiency. That's just...
Our time will come.
Our time will come. Yeah, no, I'm so glad there's some of you who are there for, like, literally witnessing a show fall apart. In real time, it was crazy to see happen. Wildcard says the bot needs to chill out. Oh, if you want the bot to chill out, here, let me give you a little bit of chilling. There you go. There you go. Perm ban for you. Huh? No, I'm just teasing. I didn't do anything. Huh? I mean, if you're upset, I can't hear anything because you're permanently banned. I'm kidding, you're not banned. Huh? I just might.
Speak quickly.
Heal him up! Get fortitude. Oh! We're gonna get Garmins! Turn around. Whoa! We're going in. Yeah, dude, you know, it's so funny because, like, winter is coming is the thing that people would say with Game of Thrones season 1. Winter's coming. Winter's coming. With Heroes, it was save the cheerleaders, save the world. I still, anytime I see the word cheerleader, my brain is like, save the cheerleader, save the world. Play the beats. Hit me with the bing bongs.
What now?
Give me new threads. Garments of darkness. Woo! LFGGGGGGG. Looking handsome today, didn't I? Thank you, Falcon Diamond. Or is it Falcon Diamond? Alright, so what am I doing here? What are we doing here? Have I used Slash Dance yet? I have. That's actually all I've ever done. Hey, Magical Trevor. Oh, welcome back. Gordo's Task. Alright. Executor Zygon of Brill! Alright, where are these guys? By traveling west to the tower, past the Solidin farmstead, and slay 10 Scarlet Warriors. Why not? We'll go out here. Where do we think this is? Solidin farmstead. Alright, let's go west. You know what? This is... We're on hardcore, but what we need to do is we need to be hardcore. So, I'm going to just go on auto walk, and I'm going to aim it here. Let me just fill up some water. There we go. It's nothing. It's like not even a big deal. Yeah, I'm thirsty. Gordo. Where's this farmstead?
What now? Embrace the shadow.
Embrace the shadow. I guess I'll just go up this way. Why not? I'm doing a real questing. Still water pond. Level 2 smite. Got him. Putrid claws. Nice. I need to do that, huh?
Can't cast that yet.
Wait. Does it resist this? Got him. Beating up zombies. Love to do this, man. Goo goo goo. Where are my putrid claws at? Oh shit, I'm getting close to dying. This is why I'm a priest, man. Bam! There it is. Shipping it. Have a little drink here. It's very tasty. It's very delicious, you know? Alright, and then I'm gonna hit that 3 button. Topping myself off. That's how we do it. Ravaged corpse. WoW is such a chill game. So for people who like were really into World of Warcraft when it came out, like I'm playing a few hours right now. How many of you like it actually was it hard for you to get into World of Warcraft? I'm really curious about that. This is my third MMO.
My power is low.
Dude, I love being a priest. This is great. Got him. Oracle says, I feel like I got into it without my having to even try. Scrubbing for enemies. Found you. So interesting. Dot Your Eyes says, I got addicted to WoW in high school, right around the time you started teaching me how to not only play S2, but intentionally improve at video games in general. So interesting. It's so cool. Oh, yeah, because I mean, like, I really enjoy playing World of Warcraft, 100%. Love it. But, like, if I have free time, I've never really felt super, like, oh my god, I gotta get back in there and I gotta keep playing. Endgame is addicting. Yeah, because I mean, like, I think that one of the things that I am not getting as much of, because obviously I'm a newbie, is like, you know, you unlock abilities really slowly. And when you start having a lot of abilities, and there's like really, you know, interesting rotations, and there's actually interesting decisions. I mean, I'm like staring people point blank and smashing that 2 button, baby. Mr. Mangasms, as a teenager, this game was all-consuming and addicting. As adults, it's a great time passer. Because I mean, I know there's a lot of this audience that is just people that grew up playing games, and now we're sort of like, you know, 30s and 40s, playing it at various times. But there's this, like, I'm really interested in the entire, like, retiree segment. That, like, oh yeah, I don't work anymore. Once I retired, I just played World of Warcraft. I must slay one more. I'm running out of mana. Sloppy situations, since my old GM was like that, stable enough to play WoW full time. Dude. Got my claws. Is this, Brill? Yeah, Brill. If there's a Brill, there's a way. Hitting the space bar, baby. What up, Death Guard Dillinger?
I am forsaken. Remember, patience, discipline.
Agaman Mills? What? If they do, something bad's gonna happen to Agaman Mills. Alright. Sturdy cloth trousers.
There, our enemies abound.
What's this other one? This is west. To the Solidin Farmstead. That's where we're going. I also knew some retirees that only played EVE Online, which to me is the most awesomely hardcore shit ever. You just wake up, make coffee, and like, just do sabotage and large-scale galactic war. Turn it off. Call your kids. How's your day been? Get off. Get on a forum. Conspire a little bit. Make dinner. Bruce Malt says, I wish it was that exciting. That'd be great. Oh. Oh. Where do you get the spreadsheets? I fucking love spreadsheets, man. I'm all about that shit. That's why I like competitive games. I actually feel like everyone's playing the same game. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, it's just so boring on hardcore World of Warcraft. Ah, it's so fucking easy. Oh, it's such a joke. Dum 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 dum. Hello, I'm looking for the Tholadin Homestead. University. Oh, look. Agaman Mills. Overconfidence is not a slow and insidious killer. It is a rapid-fire, brutal killer. Or it's how you become an executive of a large company in America. Let's see here. Agaman Mills, that's how you do it. Yeah, dude, you know, oh my god. Whoever is watching Survivor, this current season has maybe been my favorite of all fucking time. I love this season of Survivor. And there are so many people that are so overconfident in that game. It's incredible. They just get voted out. What? Oh my god, how, what? I was so confident, though! Cursed Darkhound. Chris Griffin. Oh, fuck. This guy's... he's putting in pain here. Holy goodness. Darkhound is fucking cursed, man. Skill and defense has increased. Take a drink. But dude, yeah, like there's this guy that he was way too overconfident. And he got voted out. And I'm not going to say anything with too much more detail. That would be like a spoiler for someone who did want to watch this season. But like when he got voted out, like I could tell that he like couldn't psychologically accept that he'd been voted out. Oh shit. He was just like, no, I think I did everything right, and I think I'll be back. I think I'll definitely be back. And I'm like, you're gone. You're literally out of the game. What do you mean you'll be back? Oh, thank you. Scarlet Warriors at the mill, huh? Did he come back? Oh. Oh, he's gone. But I mean, there's this kind of person who, like... Oh, shit. I'm that kind of person. I'm gonna be fine. I'm not even afraid. I'm not even gonna cry. This is why we played as a priest. I didn't realize this is why we played as a priest, but this is why. So we can heal out of it. You know what? I'm gonna beat him with my brand new maul. Parry? Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fuck you! Oh my god, I felt like I was playing Abrams without a duration extender. That's a deadlock joke. Hit this with 3. Abrams is the character I like playing in Deadlock, and he does lots of melee and charge melee to deal a lot of his damage, and that game has a parry, but you have a shoulder charge that allows you to crash someone into a wall where they're stunned, and then you can do a heavy punch, but if they do a frame-perfect parry, they hit you, so you have to purchase an item called a duration extender to make sure when you charge them into a wall, they're stunned for long enough to where there is no frame-perfect window to guarantee your melee punch. Otherwise, you get parried just as I did, versus fuckface Mick Bone Man. Alright. Let's go to the mills. Rattle cage soldier. Oh, it's already on. Yeah, Deadlock is still like my current favorite off-screen game. I haven't played it in a while, but still my favorite. What's this dirty bonecaster doing here? Wait. I have the wrong thing. What? Oh. Oh, I just literally had the wrong quest selected. Oh wait, I can help other people. That's right. That guy was getting fucked up, man. See, this is what's really interesting to me, is this sort of setup.
Isn't ready yet.
Where, like, there's enough scary dudes nearby that I could die. Alright, Dark Eye Bone guy. Oh shit, I'm gonna run out of mana. I'm so slow, dude. Parry this. Turkey. Chainsaw says, how much more does Deadlock need to grow in player base for them to continue to push to full release? Or is it big enough already for them not to pull the plug? I think I don't understand either of those questions. Because I mean, I don't have a lot of clarity as to what their specific goals are with respect to testing the game. Because technically the game is, how can I even approach on this? The game is still in beta. It's unreleased. Or alpha, or whatever they want to call it. It's not monetized. So there's literally no way for money to even happen from you to them. You can invite your friends, but I don't know if they're still allowing invites freely, because they were super restricted for a long time. And then they really opened it up, and it spiked up. And I don't know if they're still doing the aggressive inviting. I have no idea.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, and to be clear, Chainsaw, it's that in a literal sense, when I look at those questions, I don't know what you're asking, is I think actually what I mean. It's not like, I'm not sure if I agree or disagree. I just don't quite understand. Because, like, question 1 was, how much more does Deadlock need to grow in player base for them to continue to push to full release? I don't know if player base, if that's a question that matters. You know, it's like if you said, Sean, what level do you need to get to commit to World of Warcraft full time? And there's not an answer to that, because that's not how I think about that. Holy shit. And so, I mean, I feel like there's just a lot of different things that you could be asking, if that makes sense. So, it's not an agree or disagree, or I think that's a dumb question, or a question that's missing stuff. I just don't understand. What is this? What if I don't want to equip it? Notched ribs. It was these turkeys over here with the armor. Oh, shit. Get me the ever-living fuck out of here. Holy shit. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Fuck yeah. Dude, priest. Priest is how it's done. Still gonna go back to completing quests. Don't even care. The other players showing up. So good. Give me your ribs, dude. See, that whole experience was marvelous. This is why hardcore is awesome. Oh my god, I'm out of fucking mana. James says, safe state of deadlock player bases in the hundreds. Valve would question continuing development. Where's the line that's still worth to allocate resources to Alpha Beta or whatever? So let me kind of change the question a little bit. To be like, hey Sean, what are your thoughts about the early access sort of public development process that we see Valve do? Oh shit. Because I think there's a lot to discuss there. Because, like, you know, I'll make a point that is maybe a little bit... Come here. I feel so emasculated. More powerful spell is already active. Oh boy. It's like when you got a crush in high school and college, and then you met her boyfriend, and you're like, oh my god, a more powerful spell is already active. Oh fuck. Party up. I don't need a party. No thank you, Seraphim. Although it is very kind of you to invite. I'm just here to get my notched ribs and talk about Deadlock. Oh shit. So, like, you gotta be really aware. Hold on. I'm trying to do some things, trying to do some stuff here. Kappa T. Dead 9? Not today. Not today. Ow, you... Oh! 2! Oh, I need a mana potion here, man. Beat you with a stick. Demonetized. Take a swig. Yeah, so I mean, like... This is maybe a little bit of a tired point, but... Player-based numbers don't really fucking mean very fucking much a lot of the time. And of course you can go to ends of the extreme on this. You can say things like, well, hey, this free-to-play game that is a live service game has 1 player. Yeah, they're probably not going to be able to support developers. Not Trib. Get out of here. Oh, God. Death Guard Dillinger and Morel. Like, sure. Or if you have a game like New World that almost had 1 million concurrents at launch and now is down to, like... I can just look it up. SteamCharts.com. New World. And it is at... Looks like 17K right now. Yeah. And so, you know, it's this is the kind of thing where it's like, okay, well, it's clearly less popular than World of Warcraft, right? But I think that there's a lot of arguments just around player-based numbers. I know this is not what you were asking about, Chainsaw, but I'm just going to kind of share my thoughts and see if they can plug into what you're asking. Does that mean anything? Does it mean anything good or anything bad? I personally know of teams that have said, yeah, if we can have, say, 10,000 concurrent players. Normally, the metric that a lot of companies use is, like, monthly actives. Like, how many people will log in and play every month? And then, you know, we're trying to get maybe $2 per monthly active user or something like this. But that might boil down to, say, 10,000 concurrents or 20,000 concurrents for their game. And if they hit 10,000 concurrents, not only can they keep supporting that game, but they have enough money to make their next game. And they will launch and get 150,000 players, then it will dwindle down to like 10K. So from that studio's perspective, they're just like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. We're killing it. And articles are being written, well, that's why that game failed. You saw it used to have 150K, now it has 10K. Ugh. So, I mean, I think that when it comes to like player base numbers in an exact sense, there's a lot of possibilities that make it very, very difficult to even evaluate what does the development company think about their own numbers, because that's really the only thing that matters. I have read articles for years about how this game is dying. I have read articles for years about how League of Legends is dying and Dota's dying and all the, like, Dota 2, like the #2 game on Steam, it died in my lap last year. Like, I've seen endless articles and video essays about this. And so I'll start with the point that, like, I don't know what the development team thinks about their player numbers, and that's the thing that actually matters with respect to, is this game going to get more support? And so I think Deadlock is a really interesting game for a lot of reasons. I think, first of all, the game is just fucking great. It's just so fun. And I was having this discussion with myself, alone, in a room. How was I talking about this? That there's just not a lot of PvP games that have power progression over the course of the game. And what do I mean by this? Street Fighter, right? 2 people playing. You have this. You start at basically the same power level. Yes, you might have a meter that builds up that you can then cast a super with, but there's no power growth. You are the static character from start to finish. A game like Counter-Strike doesn't really have power growth. Yes, you can buy armor and an AK, but I mean, it's not like something like Dota where you start at level 1 and you go all the way to level 30. Or StarCraft where you start with a command center and 12 workers, I should say 4 to 12 workers. And then you get to 3 bases, then you get to 6 bases, and you have this huge arc. If we ask ourselves, how many games exist that are big, that have short session lengths, where short is like 10 minutes to 2 hours, something in that range? Not like World of Warcraft, where I'm going to be, you know, I've played already for 3 hours today, and I'm level 6. How many games even exist that are PvP and have power progression over the course of the match? How many even fucking exist? Literally, what are they? It's like some RTS games like StarCraft, Age of Empires, some auto battlers, Mechabellum, TFT, MOBAs, League, Dota, Heroes of the Storm, card games, thank you, Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone. I'm literally starting to run out of games. And of course you might stop and you might go, hey Sean, well hold on. There's just literally not that many competitive games. There's just not that many. And let me also just chuck out Battle Royale games, because those are just, I'm thinking more like an equal number of people on each side, 1v1, 5v5 going in. I mean, I think it's like no more than like 12 games. And so when I see Deadlock coming out, and it's just like a completely new game that uses third-person shooting and has power progression, I'm just like, yo, that's sick. That's amazing. What an extraordinary achievement to even get that. Because, I mean, I just have not seen a single other game that does that. Plus 11 armor, let's go. Oh, look at my pants. And because it's something that is that extraordinarily new. I mean, I've never seen a third-person shooting game that has the kind of power progression scope that Deadlock has, period. Because of that, I mean, they're kind of just, that's new territory. There's no reference. They're figuring that out on their own. And the fact that they want to bring in a bunch of external testers to really stress test this in a huge way, yeah, that's great. That's a fantastic idea. That's terrific. And so, in this way, I'm observing them do something that I would say is completely new. Dude, let's go get some fucking... I want to do this one. Where is the Saladin Farmstead? Maybe it's over here? Maybe it's down here? I'm gonna go explore for a little bit. Because of that, I can imagine a lot of different goals that they might have in testing that I will... How do I want to say this? Okay. There are invisible problems that exist when developing a game that you just don't think about as a player because all games that hit market had to solve these problems. Here's a really common one. What makes you and me actually want to fight each other in the game? If you were around during the early 2000s when a lot of shooters like Quake and Unreal were popular, yeah, you could run around in deathmatch servers and have a good time, but you'd occasionally wind up in games with your buddies where there'd be maybe 4 of you at a LAN and all 4 of you would be camping and nothing would be fucking happening. They'd just be sitting there. I have seen older RTS games when there's a lot of RTS games being made where, I mean, I would be in college and watching 2 people just playing in the dorms, and they would be like 3 hours and no one would have fucking moved. Like, or the game tries to make an objective, so that way there's something to fight over, and then one player takes the objective, so there's one moment where there's fighting, and then it doesn't feel like there's a good moment to fight anymore. So we got one interaction, but we need repeated interaction. So, like... So there's all manner of problems that games have in their development that players don't really see, like your average armchair Redditor would not ever even get to witness, just due to the fact that no games make it to market that have not actually solved these problems in a meaningful way. And so... okay, there's problems to solve that are hard for players to see. Plus, Valve's doing something new that I've not really seen. Is this the Saladin Homestead? Oh my god, I'm so sick. What do you even do here? Scarlet Warriors. Is this a Scarlet Warrior? Or is this a farmer? And so, I think that there's a lot of games that go into early access, and they're like, we are 99% done. We're just checking some stuff. I don't know if that's where Valve is. I've seen games that go, we are... What is this? Tower past the Saladin Farmstead. Whoops. There it is. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the pumpkins. Give me this pumpkin. There are games that hit early access where they know exactly what the systems are. but they don't have a lot of content. So in Deadlock's case, this would be if they, for instance, were done with the systems, but they wanted to add up to 100 heroes, and they have like 30 right now. So they're just going to be adding heroes over time. This is similar to how Dota 2 did its slow growth and release, as items and heroes got added over time. It could be the case that they're not quite sure about how they want the power progression to work. And they're still maybe planning some iteration on the systems. I don't know. For as much as people love to dump on Artifact, I think that Artifact is a really interesting case study of Valve going into a release with a game, seeing that there were issues with the game, and literally trying to do an Artifact 2.0. And now there's like 2 artifacts. They did like a new game and did a release of that, which also didn't succeed. And what I find interesting...
I can't loot that right now.
Oh, I'm gonna beat this guy to the pumpkin.
Too far away. I'm out of range.
Fuck. So, I mean, I have no idea if they're going to be changing the way the power progression in the item store works. I have no idea. Maybe they're... maybe they're going to be doing that. Like, I have no idea. And also, like, when it comes to player counts, if they're still in testing... I was talking about player counts maybe 15 minutes ago about, oh, well, sometimes a company really cares about only getting to this many players, which is different than what the media reports. If you're still trying to figure out your game, what your player count is, in a lot of cases, doesn't fucking matter. It is irrelevant to certain problems. And you might go, oh my God, that you can't actually believe in that claim, Day 9. Well, let me give you an example. Let's imagine that I sit down to make my very own card game. And the only people that play are me and my wife. I sit down to play a game against her, and I'm bored out of my fucking mind. Who gives a shit what a player count is? I don't like my own game. That's probably a pretty good indication as someone who plays a lot of card games if I'm like, this game isn't fun. Like, if I don't find the game fun, especially if I'm the one who's going to be developing it and continuing to work on it, like, I should make it fun first, right? Or a better way to make my point is, what are you actually doing as a designer who's working on the design of the game? What you are actually doing... Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Rank 2 here. What you're actually trying to do is identify problems and then try to come up with solutions for those problems that you would like to verify that you have solved through testing. At which point, it's now time to identify the next problem, try to come up with solutions to those problems that you then verify through testing, and so on and so forth. So, what if you have identified a problem? We don't need testing. We need to sit and think as a designer, what would be some good solutions? For instance, if you said to me, okay, I'm going to go back to Black and White, this RTS game that was released a really long time ago that I saw two of my buddies play, and again, no one is doing anything. Hey, people aren't attacking. Ooh, what if we gave them a really powerful spell that allowed them to attack more? The problem is passivity. The new powerful offensive spell might be a solution, right? And any experienced RTS player could go, yeah, but the new players will just sit in their base and not move out, and they'll just use that ability defensively. And if that happens, and that's just going to happen a high percentage of the time, so that's not a good solution. Like, someone proposed something, oh, that obviously doesn't work because of this. We don't even need to test. We don't need to put it in front of someone. So you might just keep trying to find solutions. You got the problem, find some solutions. Now, if you test, the solution, you might not necessarily need a large amount of players to verify that this solution even fucking works. You literally might not need to do this. For instance, let's say that we were in this example of Unreal and Quake. Howdy. Where people on the server are super passive and you're trying to come up with a shooter that actually creates a lot of interesting interaction. You might go, ooh, I came up with this push cart mechanism. One team's on offense, one team's on defense, so there's one point to focus. If you played with just you and 11 of your buddies in a 6v6, you will immediately be able to see concretely that it works. Hey, offense, I want you to be really passive as you can. Or defense, I want you to be as passive as you can. With just those 11 people, you can verify very, very robustly that you have actually solved this problem. And then as a secondary verification, you could give it to another 100 people. But again, I want to note, come here. He's just walking away to his death. I want to note that in that first situation, we needed to verify with just a 6v6 internally. If we're failing with a 6v6 with just our internal people, it is irrelevant to bring in more people to test. Or similarly, if there's something that we could test with 12, it is unnecessary to start with 100 when 12 will literally do a better controlled experiment. So what is this whole example trying to do? The whole example is trying to note that what a designer is actually trying to do is identify problems, come up with solutions, verify them through testing. That might just need an internal small group of people. It might need more. And to do that repeatedly until the game is fun enough to support a really big audience. And so if there is a company that is in testing mode, my brain is always extremely leery of making the statement, what does the player base count indicate, if anything, about their testing process? It might be completely and totally orthogonal. What is their player count with respect to allowing them to support themselves as a studio? Higher player count will be better than lower, 100%. But what is their target numbers and how are they thinking about those numbers? Do they need just a burst of 1 million players to buy their game once and then every year do that? Or do they really need a small niche group of people that are ultra dedicated? I don't know. And so, I mean, if you had asked me this question maybe 10 years ago, or even 7 years ago, I might go, ooh, they went into early access and their player base is going down. Ooh, there might be some ways they really need to get those up to be able to hit the launch that they need. But especially sort of last 5 years, we've been seeing a lot of people, and I know this is going to sound like I'm being a cynical bastard, but I'm going to say it. I think there's a lot of people that have gotten really creative with what they do with early access. Where they go, hey, we're going to have a game where you fight like a character in Street Fighter, but it's more of an open world MMO kind of game. Walk to your death. And they know that they want the Street Fighter-esque fighting. But they don't know how they want to do quests. They don't know how they want to do the world design. They don't know how they want leveling up to function. They don't know how, if they want survival crafting elements in there. They don't even know if they want crafting at all. And so you might have something where it's like, okay, we're going to do this Street Fighter style combat. We have no idea how the progression works. I mean, you can literally go on Steam Early Access and see games that go, we're going to try out this leveling system. We're throwing it all out. We're going to try a completely different leveling system. We're throwing it all out. We're going to try a third completely different leveling. And so, yeah, no, I think that it's like just a fucking fascinating time in the games industry. Completely ignoring a lot of these just like really dumb projects that got a bunch of funding and turned out a stinker. I mean, those are really... I just dropped the volume, by the way, Shadowy Moon. Thanks for calling that out. These guys also sounded loud to me.
Ready yet.
There's just a lot of opportunities to test with varying audience sizes in weird ways, like with Deadlock. Where Deadlock had no marketing at all. In fact, Valve DMCA'd tons of attempts of people to share videos. They did anti-marketing, but the game was so good that it still got this huge player base. Moms, what are your opinions on live service overall? I love live service as a model. I think it's awesome. Also, boy, are there a lot of attempts to make a live service game that seem to only care about the dollar signs and not about making a fun game. Oh my god, there's so many bad live service games. Uh-oh. Live service games with bad modes, and the more iconic do it. Yeah, I mean, like, literally, if you watch this channel, most of what we stream are live service games. Like, if someone like me is like, live service games are bad, they're lying. They're delusional. Like, can you imagine coming to a World of Warcraft stream and being like, what do you think about live service games? I think they're bad. Unhealthy. Shit. This is bad. I think live service games are a mistake. I only think the developers should make single-player games that you buy once and then you're done forever. I was never worried. Also, you know, this is where I'm going to big league you, okay? If you think losing a hardcore WoW character is stressful, my dude, I played StarCraft 1 competitively, okay? Let me tell you, when you are the character and you choke and eliminate yourself from the tournament, you're suddenly going to be not that worried about your hardcore character dying. That's right. Alright, I have no mana and I must scream. I'm waiting for my mana to regenerate. I really like playing Priest. Let us see here. Yeah, I need to go to... Take them to Apothecary Johann. Yeah. Where there's a Brill, there's a way. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I know that there's a lot of cynicism in gaming. Here's what's wrong with gaming. The whole industry has had a horrific sequence of 40,000 layoffs. That was horrible. There's been terrible business practices that have led to huge issues. There's been great products that have been ruined due to changes over time. You know, my games that I love, like hell, there's the huge controversy happening in StarCraft 2 right now, where, like, StarCraft 2 that had this rich, robust pro scene, there's not really any clarity as to the future of the pro scene. Like, as in literally, no one's, like, heard a lot of stuff for months, and there's a balanced council consisting of players, and people are starting to learn, hey, maybe there's some bias here, where, like, Terran players are only demanding buffs for the Terran race, as opposed to properly giving Protoss what I would consider some deserved buffs. What's going to happen with that, right? There's all this stuff that could make one negative or cynical about games. But honestly, for me, I feel like there has never been a better time to be an enjoyer of games as a customer in my lifetime. By like a wide margin. My God, there's so many good games right now. If they said there's no more games coming out for the next 2 years, fuck, I'd be like, oh, thank God, I have time to catch up. Elden Ring is like a world-class euphoric experience. It's so good. So many old games have gotten brilliant, hell, not, I mean, sure, there's a lot of remasters, but if you guys are not familiar with GOG, Good Old Games, GOG.com, that has done this extraordinary effort to allow really old games to be playable on modern hardware. It's so good. There's multiple games in each category that are excellent, from auto battlers to MMOs to FPS games. I mean, I don't know. There's so much awesome shit. And Animal Well came out this year. That game's extraordinary. I don't know. It's so great. And I think that part of that perspective for me comes from the fact that I like a lot of different games. And so I can imagine if you're someone who, say, is a hardcore fighting game player, if the next Street Fighter comes out and it's terrible, I can imagine that disappointment where it's like, this is the thing I do is play these games, and the new one comes out and it's a stinker. I mean, for me, that would be something like if StarCraft 3 came out and it was just... I shouldn't use me as an example because I again, enjoy a lot of games. If StarCraft 3 came out and it was terrible, I'd go, all right, and I would keep playing the other games I play. We're heading to Burrell. So yeah, I mean, and part of the reason why I have this sort of ceaseless optimism and cheer about stuff is that I just don't ever feel pressured to spend money on anything. I have pre-ordered games. I'm fine with pre-ordering things. I rarely ever do it. If there's a game that's like, hey, we're gonna come out in early access, I go, cool, and I'll watch a video on YouTube, and if it looks bad, I just don't buy it, and I'm good. And I literally feel fine.
What is it?
Give me the pumpkins. Give me the money. Give me the pumpkins. 5 vials of Darkhound blood yet? Oh, the Darkhound is the thing that almost killed me. And I'm level 7 now, so I can maybe train in some better shit. Hey, Executor Zygon.
What is it? Beware the living.
So, I mean, all these games that, like, come out in early access and are terrible, part of me, for me, I'm like, I'm good.
I'm listening.
God, can I just say how fucking exciting it is to see this? You open it up and you're like, oh my God.
Remember, patience, discipline.
What did I just get? Power word shield. Sick.
What is it? Trust no one.
Trust no one. Just have too many pumpkins here, huh?
What is it? Trust no one. Our time will come.
Alright, I'm gonna accept some quests, and dude's back here. What? Dude's not back here? Alright. Alright, quest is gone. Whatever, what can you do? So yeah, like I don't know. I'm just whatever the opposite of cynical about games is.
Too far away.
What? There you go. Woohoo! All right. Fields of Grief. What is this quest? Wait. What? Did I not do this? Alright, where's the cellar? There we go. What? What in the whole fuck just happened? Take the lace pumpkin to the captured Scarlet Zotos now being held. Wait, is everyone currently? Everyone's giving him the... Oh shit, there's a line. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I think... Oh yeah, Chainsaw, I remember we were talking about Deadlock. You know, I think that my actual concern about Deadlock is that it isn't deep enough. Fuck yeah. They're adding more complexity to the items, but it does have a little bit of that. I worry about how the item system is just not as complex, and the interaction system is not as complex as it would need to be for some players. I don't know if that's actually true or unfounded or not, but... What in the hell is happening here? Oh my god. I think Deadlock should have more complexity. I'm not being clear. What do I mean? Or the item system is not deep enough is maybe what I'm actually trying to say, because I would say that Deadlock is probably going to keep me thoroughly entertained for like 500 hours. But if you're actually trying to be a game like Dota that will keep me for 4,000 hours, and again, this is not I think it doesn't have enough. It's that with my limited understanding of the game thus far, I'm enjoying it, I'm having fun, but I'm starting to do things where I'm like looking at a hero like Abrams that I have basically tried to play as much as I can. And I feel that there's kind of a narrowness of the items that are there, or there's a narrowness of possibility, and also there's a narrowness of, as the game goes on, flexibility, when compared to my understanding of Dota. And I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I feel. Haunted Mills. Ooh, what does this mean? Gloom Weed. Darkhound Pelt. Duskbat Pelt. Alright, let me just do these top ones. Dota's gotten a lot more complex over time. Yeah. Oracle says, do you think the items will get changed from the very bland icons they are now? I'm not sure. The readability of what those items are is fucking really good. There's also, like, a cognitive processing problem that I have with Deadlock. I don't even know what the right name for the problem is. I'll tell you what the problem is. If I'm playing Dota, I can enter into a team fight, and I see... Let's say it's a small fight, like a 2-on-2 fight. In this 2-on-2 fight, I can see every action that every single hero takes, and I can understand and process all of it. Because it's a top-down perspective. I can move the camera around as much or as little as I want, and I can select their items, and I can see things that help me go, oh, okay, I should really stay away from this dude, or I'm going to wait till this person casts their Ghost Scepter before I do my ability, because when it wears off, then I'm going to go in on them. You know, something like this. In Deadlock, because it's a third-person perspective, if it's a 2-on-2 fight, I can't really fucking even see what the other people are doing. I'm not even talking about, like, it's too much for me to process. I'm just like, I don't know, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. Someone dies around the corner, and, like, I don't know what happened. I mean, in Dota, there's, like, funny moments that happen where, like, there's someone who has a sliver of health, and my lion will ult the guy with a sliver of health. I'm like, no, we just should have killed him, because then you can use your ult on the other guy. Oh, God. I actually literally could see them do that ability on this low health person. That didn't even involve me. I have a way, like, a 10 times harder issue with processing that in first-person shooter games like Overwatch, where there's a lot of abilities going off, and Deadlock, third-person, with a lot of abilities going off. I just can't really... I don't really understand what's happening. Punchmon says, yeah, I don't know how you could get around it. My inventory's full. I didn't sell all the shit. Really?
I can't carry anymore. I can't cast that yet.
Well, Punchmon, because I think that, like... Let's imagine that I could wave a magic wand and we could go, this is definitely a problem. If we can make it feel like you can process more information, we will 10x our player base. That's an insane... Oh, shit. That's an insane claim for me. But again, let's assume we can wave a magic wand to where we know that the problem actually exists. Because again, we can talk about solutions to problems, but they literally might not be problems. So we shouldn't solve something that may or may not be an issue. But let's, again, for the sake of argument, let's assume that it is. What is this? Where did it go? Alright. Bag. If... Got it. Let's imagine for the sake of argument that this is a problem. How might we solve it? Well, I would probably say the issue is I want to be able to process. I want there to be something that I can process in a team fight that is just something. I just want it to be something. I want it to literally exist. And so there's things that other games have done where, or just drawing from some other games. Bags. Okay. I don't know if there's something like certain status effects that just have a longer duration of time on them that are more visually, you know, because like at the top of Deadlock's screen, like right up here, it just shows you all the heroes. If there's information and status effects up here that you could actually track. For instance, they show what the cooldown of the ultimate is of the characters. So you can glance up there to get some information. So if there's something like up here, you could see, oh, they have a 10-second debuff. And I can be like, oh shit, this hero's debuffed. And then I can look back at the screen and turn this way, cast something on them and go back. Maybe some more information would be helpful. And what I just said is a combination of presenting more information, but also having status effects that are long enough to where processing them actually does. There actually is an opportunity to even begin thinking through that and processing information.
I'm out of range.
I think that one of the things that what I'm trying to say is there needs to be there would need to be a clear statement of here are the things that we want players to be able to see. So that this actually needs to exist. And the second is, how do you actually share and communicate the information? And the third is, there is an opportunity to act on this information of this system. If you're lacking one of those three, you don't have anything to work with, right? I think that statement is true. Let me think through that. Because if you're giving information... Well, let's do the full example. Let's imagine that there are 3 types of status effects, which are you're on fire, you're electrified, you're frozen. Those are just 3 really common status effects that we're just going to fabricate. So this is... We're creating these mechanics. The information would be displaying it up here, but let's imagine that each of these effects is 2 seconds long. It might not be enough time to do anything about it. Whereas if there's someone who's frozen and it's a 10-second status effect, you can actually spend a few seconds. Oh shit, they're frozen. The sooner I unfreeze them, the better. So you might want to actually do that. Without, like, these 3 things. Hell, if you had 10-second status effects, but there's no information around them, about them. A Darkhound Blood. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
That's still recharging.
So yeah, like I mean, I think that when I play Deadlock, I do have this sense of like, man, I don't even feel like I have. I can't track what's happening. Not as in a, there's too much, as in like, I just don't even have any visibility into it. Maybe if they added more visibility, like they did a UI UX solve, maybe it would just instantly become fine. Or maybe they are lacking certain persistent mechanics that I would want to respond to. Or maybe if you take the mechanics that are there and just gave them bigger time windows, maybe that would be okay. Like, I don't know what would help me play Deadlock and get a better feeling of, like, not being so damn overwhelmed. Now, overwhelmed, again, is a wrong term. It's not that I'm overwhelmed when I'm playing, it's that I just...
Isn't ready yet.
I feel like there's an absence of information that I kind of am used to and going. Uh-oh. Was never worried.
More mana.
You see that? See that? Oh, I might be dead here. Fuck! Are we serious? That's how I died? That's actually so funny. That's actually so funny. I can't believe it. You have died. Your deeds of heroism will be remembered. Of heroism? Yeah, maybe the adrenaline did need a kick in a little bit. Magic goodies. Yeah, no, I literally felt completely relaxed. And I was like, yeah, no, we're fine. Everything's totally good. It's like not a big deal. I was never worried. And then I died. So some of you may have heard me say earlier, oh, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. No, it is an abrupt and violent killer, as seen here. Never use shields. Yeah, I never even thought that I should use them because I was having such a chill time pressing 2. So good. Well, shit, it's 7. I guess I'm gonna go. Fuck. Oh. What's happening here? Imqual says, I'll miss you. Well, I'll be back next week. We're doing something. It's going to be Factorio on Tuesday, probably. It's going to be Deadlock on Wednesday with Purge, definitely. And then we're going to do our usual end-of-year AMA on that Thursday. For now, everyone, your lovely, darling babies. I hope you have a fantastic weekend and have a great Thanksgiving. Mwah. And Apo Koala, hi. I owe you a howdy. Don't think I haven't forgotten. That was a lot of fun. Bye, everyone.